This is the chart analysis for May 25th, recapping the action on May 24th, 2017. Hey, it's Mr. S from Lifestyle Trading 101, and this is the action from today, May 24th. We had a Fed meeting at 2 p.m., and for the most part, just consolidated in a triangle leading into that. So let's look at yesterday's post, approaching 2400 resistance, which is where we spent most of the day today. And this is what the chart looked like. 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles. The question is, what's going to happen next? We're reaching into this resistance zone. There's a Fed meeting at 2 p.m. So at that time, our count looked like this. So we had 3, 4, what's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that fifth was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes a 3, and then we had like kind of an A, B, C fourth that dragged in overnight. And I was recommending or suggesting a possible fifth over 2400. And then from there, we might pull back. So it really depends on what happens. So that's what the chart analysis was the previous day. Compare that with what actually happened. We have the S&P 500 hourly chart. So here's that chart where we had that big drop and that truncated fifth wave I keep referring to, and then followed by what looks like either 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then possibly a fifth. And the question is, did that fifth complete? Is it going to reverse, or is it just going to consolidate this here and then go further higher? So it really depends on what kind of action we get overnight. It looks like we spent so much time here that it built up a lot of support regions. So unless we get like a clear 5-wave pattern followed by a quick reversal, it looks like it's just going to consolidate and push higher. Now, if we look at the Dow, so that was the S&P 500. If this is the Dow Jones chart, so we have something similar where after the drop we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this fifth looks like it's kind of spending a lot of time there. At the same time, notice that this resistance region, 21,000, was tested here, was tested again here. So this was tested multiple times. We had to zoom out to see that. So zooming out, we had this kind of 3 A, B, C fourth wave, and then A, B. And then it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by an ABC. So this is the classic Elliott wave basic pattern. So if we look at the theoretical diagram, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. Now, this is the theory. How it actually appears in the markets, it changes. It varies based on the index. But if you look at what happened here, I'll look at it from this angle. So look at this Dow, right? So ABC, which is A, and the AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's a B. And then what happens next is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. Right? So do you see that comparison? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, right? So the proportions are, in terms of timing, is not exactly perfect, but the structure is there. And what happens after that? You get a third wave up. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles, and S&P, we had a B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also, followed by an ABC. All right, this A was that leading diagonal I was referring to, 5 waves down, followed by reversal and then hard down. So obviously it wasn't clear to me at that time, but obviously once we got to this second green candle, that became clear to me. So that's basically the basic Elliott wave form that already formed here: 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and then it should push up. Now the question is, will it accelerate up, or will it just kind of like peter out here? So we don't know yet. It really depends on the microstructure inside. Now, if we look at the NASDAQ, this is the NASDAQ. we had this big drop and it basically recovered all of the entire loss today after the Fed meeting made new highs, and the question right now is whether it continues. So far the Nasdaq cleared into new highs. The S&P is close. It just hit that and pulled back, and then the Dow is basically also really close. It just, I think it actually just pierced it a little bit. So we're basically right at resistance, and right now we don't know. So it really depends on how much consolidation. If we get consolidation overnight, this could push a little bit higher. But I am expecting general low volatility. So if it does push out, it's probably just gonna like just push out a little bit, rather than some really fast move up. I could be wrong, but that's my hunch. One more thing. In WhatsApp, our broadcast list, I announced a buy on the Nugget. It already moved a good amount. We bought just after the Fed announcement, so we issued the alert in this in this red candle. This was the Fed announcement, so obviously I was, bullish over here, but didn't want to send out the alert until after the Fed announcement. And so we got some just below 34. I think it was like 33.8, and right now it's going over 35. So zooming out, the all right. So this is a daily pattern. So my guess is this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. So that's why I was interested in buying it at the Fed announcement. So the question is whether there's follow through. If there's no follow through, it could be something else. But if that same pattern that played out in the indices is playing out in the GDX, then this should be bullish. So that is the video recap for markets May 25th, recapping actions from May 24th, 2017. For more info, go to lifestyletrading101.com and check out our service there, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel.